We started cheering, and then we realized we can't cheer in this box. It was not a good moment. It was a bad thing.
Word on the street is you can pretty much pick a year from your childhood and recite the Yankees roster.
My relationship with my father, unfortunately, was not great, but the one place that we found love and harmony and really togetherness was at Yankee Stadium. And we'd take the train from Brooklyn, and we'd end up in the right field bleachers. And that's, I guess, what he could afford at the time. To me, it was great seats. Roger Maris was the right fielder in 1961. I was 8 years old, and 61 was an extraordinary year for the Yankees. And certainly, I could recite the batting order, the field positions, the numbers of every player. The Yankees have been part of my life almost too much. I can't go to bed without checking the box score of the Yankees.
Okay, so somebody close to you said they've been with you in front of a whiteboard where you scribbled it out. So we actually got a little white, pick the year. And
well, I think 61 is the great year. I mean, that's the great year when the Yankees were unbelievable. So Whitey Ford was the pitcher. He was number 16. The trivia of 61 in the catching position is quite complex because there were three catchers. There was Yogi Berra, which everybody knows. There was Elston Howard, which everybody knows. And then there was Johnny Blanchard. Now, Yogi was getting old, and so he didn't catch very often. They actually would put Yogi in left field. So then first base was Moose Skowron, number 14, Moose. Second base was Bobby Richardson. Shortstop was Tony Kubek. You getting all this?
Yeah.
Number 10. Third base was Clete Boyer. His brother played for the Cardinals. Now left field is where you get interesting because Berra played left field. Johnny Blanchard played left field. So let's just put Berra there. Center field, of course, was the man, my hero growing up. All my underwear, everything I owned was Mickey Mantle. And then Roger Maris, who hit 61 home runs that year, number 9, was in right field. Now, the trivia of 61 is, of course, the Yankees had an extraordinary year, but the trivia is 5 Yankees hit 20 home runs or more. Mantle, Maris, Berra, Howard, and Johnny Blanchard. And of course, the Yankees went on. 61 was an extraordinary year. Here it is.
What was it about Mickey Mantle that really made him your hero? Because when he passed, you got calls from people as well.
Well, not only that, I went to both Mickey Mantle days. I think the first one was September 18th. Oh my God. September 18th and then June 8th. And there were 3 teams in New York when I was a kid. And there was a great debate between who was the best center fielder, Duke Snider, Mickey Mantle, or Willie Mays. And it was an unbelievable time in New York when there were 3 baseball teams. But Mantle was such an iconic figure. And growing up, every kid, we'd play stickball in the street and we would mimic the Mick stance and what he did when he ran and how he took his baseball cap off at the end of the play. He was unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm told if you ever were to consider owning a team again, it would be only if a baseball team.
Well, I think those days have passed, but I got to know Hal Steinbrenner last year, and he was kind enough to allow me to have some behind-the-scenes moments at Yankee Stadium, which I just wish my father would have been alive to see it.
There was a game once when you were in Boston watching the Yankees play, and you're in the Red Sox owner's box and cheering for the Yankees.
That was a terrible moment. We got tickets from Tony La Russa, who's a friend of mine.
Who texted me about you yesterday saying there is not a better guy on this planet than Howard Schultz.
Well, he's very kind. Well, Tony was working in the front office of the Red Sox, and he knows I'm a massive Yankee fan, and so we went to Fenway Park. I don't like going to Fenway because the Red Sox is just such an evil team to me. So, but we ended up in the owner's box, which I didn't even realize when we went in there. And then in the first inning, Sanchez, who's no longer with the Yankees, hit a 2-run home. We started cheering, and then we realized we can't cheer in this box. It was not a good moment. It was a bad thing. And of course, we could stop cheering.